So basically, like, there's a worker. These people keep coming to me telling me that they're, outreach workers for mental health. Apparently my sister or stepsister or clone of my sister is trying to get me in the hospital for mental competency. Mental competency. There's nothing wrong with my mental. I suffer from depression. I suffer from anxiety. I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder from my siblings and my father and my mother raping me and beating me. I got scars all over my body from them raping me or abusing me. My hair is all messed up. The grandmother Margaret, she put bleach and ammonia in my hair and caused a big hole or whatever, and took me to a church wrapped with a scarf where it looked like half of my skull almost missing or a hole. I don't know how it grew back or whatever, but these people have been abusing me with extension cords. The people I live with abusing me with extension cords, extension cords, 2x4s, anything that this man could get his hands on, he was beating me with. I knew him as Oscar Linwood Samuel, and Vanessa Samuel, Mark Samuel, Willie Samuel, Joshua Samuel, Earl Samuel, Crystal Samuel, Gold Samuel. My name is Paula Samuel as I know it. These people have been hurting me for a very long time, and now these are the same family members that I'm looking at that's working in shelters, especially Samuel, Joshua Samuel, Mark Samuel. These people have been raping me for years. The one that's been raping me as Mark looked like this person everybody called ASAP Rocky. Exactly like him. These people have been raping me for years. These people have been now setting up shelters with me in the shelter. So if anybody ever questioned, hey, what happened to our dream states or copies of us? They might be in the shelter because my dream states are in the shelter. Why am I in the shelter? Why did I come to this shelter and many other shelters in my dream state, which I didn't know at the time was a dream state? Because when I see these faces in the dream state, everybody being raped, everybody's behind these doors screaming, yelling. The Morris science men are doing it. Most of the people in government are doing it. Most of these singers are doing it. You play their song, and next thing they astral traveling, astral projected into our homes. You watch TV, they're able to see you through the TV, and they keep lying about it. Anything that holds quartz frequency can be a portal to your home. Period. These phones are quartz programming. Watches are quartz programming. Clocks are programming in the microwave. You can look through the microwave and see. You can look through the window on your stove and see directly into your home. And a lot of people keep lying about this. And all of this, people putting hits on me and people trying to kill me because they got my kids, because I got kids and I don't know I got kids, because these people keep knocking out my consciousness when they rape me. Particularly Samuel, the person that is boxing with Clarice, this Clarice person. That person is I know him as my brother. This Mike Tyson person y'all call, I know that individual as my brother. And he is a serial rapist. And I'm pretty sure many men are going to come forward and say that they were raped by him. He rapes you and he rapes himself into you. So as he's raping you, he's also becoming you. And many people don't know. They say nobody could build a house but a woman. If you look on my Facebook, I documented every time in the dream state where they killed me and put me in a dolphin. I'm dying, talking about at least I go with a dolphin. And it was 2 dolphins. One, I climbed on the back and I went in the water with the dolphin, signifying I was killed. The next dolphin walked off with me on land. And both of me were standing together and saw each other. The next time I died again, my twins died, me and my twin or whatever. died in the schoolyard. I went with Renee, the therapist at 333 Atlantic. She did some meditation. She said, pick a bird, I pick a dove. Little do I know, I don't know nothing about Tarot and Tarot readings at this time and all of this stuff and none of this spirituality stuff, church, none of that. Not deep into that. Just my father keep beating us as a child, telling us to pray for a house. All of this crap, beating us, setting up booby traps and us falling, running, jumping, trying to get away from him. Every time my mother would leave him, every time they got in an argument, he didn't have her to beat on. He came to beat on us. And now, these are the same people that have access to me in the shelter. After I separated myself and now my family members are workers and they putting hits on me, tarot readers and all of this stuff. But when Renee at 333 Atlantic, a therapist dealing with foster care, when she did the meditation or whatever have you on me, and she said pick a bird and we gonna be birds and we gonna fly and you gonna go your way and I'm gonna go my way, and this was like a little therapy, I'm not gonna be your therapist no more type of situation she took me to. So at the time I don't know nothing about it. She happened to be a Scorpio, which I asked her, her sign and stuff like that, just because I making light conversation or whatever. So she told me she's a Scorpio and her birthday is November 14th. And she said pick a thing, and I picked the dove. Come to find out, Scorpio is the sign of dove. Scorpio is the sign of life and death. Many Scorpios are out here killing people and then marrying them through raping them in dogs and then marrying them in this afterlife. And this is a common problem because most of the Masons are raping us into animals and then having animals, babies with us, and simultaneously animal babies in the physical with us. So if one of us get pregnant that's in a dream state in the same room we sleeping in, same shelter we sleeping in, somebody actually like a Mason or Eastern Star, depending on if they want you gay or straight, or some gay sick psycho Tina Jefferson and Diane Jefferson, like the lady that just came and said she's outreach for this outbreak company that got money from some money I was supposed to receive. They open up this shelter and they're bringing copies of my soul that they keep taking out in dream states. And y'all could listen, y'all could say I'm lying, you could say whatever, but they can't hide the tapes. Or if they go to 245th, East 45th, you're going to see them knocking us out. If you go, you're going to see the day when they packed up, when they cleaning up all their stuff and straightening these documents and these papers like we were never in these shelters. You can see, if you look on, the cops look on these tapes, and also in 343 West 44th, 343 West 44th, I called the cops and told them I got arrested. And apparently this person, Andrew from London, is all involved in this case. I had an Andrew Lebo on my case with my son with this sexual abuse, who convinced me to take my name off of the lawsuit so that convince me to take my name off the lawsuit, that I won't have no contact or be having to say anything about this lawsuit. And now they trying to make it seem like the lawsuit never happened and all this stuff, like they trying to erase me, period. They took life out insurance out on me, and they already claimed the life insurance for a dead copy of me. So now my family is trying to kill me because I'm already dead somewhere, and they already collected the life insurance. So that's why I'm making this video. I'm not scared. I'm ready to die. If these people kill me, I'm ready to die. I don't want to live here. I don't want to live as, you jump out this window or you work for me with this bullshit. And all these Scorpios thinking that they rule the fucking planet, like P. Diddy raping people, because I'm one of his victims as well. He paid my family to come in there and rape me, and he raped the fuck out of me. And like all of them are doing, they taking me in these dream states and snatching me out my body, and it's primary Aquarians and Scorpios doing this. And the Pisces are helping them lock us in the dreams. So a lot of people sitting here saying this stuff don't matter. But I was killed out of numerous churches in dreams. And they are real deaths. They are copies of me that's Egyptian. Copies of me that used to be white. Copies of me that used to be Chinese. Copies of me that used to be Japanese. Russian. They know I got it. They know I got it. I don't got the words, but they know the frequency coming through. They know I'm remembering. Damn, she waking up. They know I'm Sheba. And everybody else there I was and am, that you promised these people my divinity. And because they can't get all of my divinity, oh, you're going to shoot me? We're going to have a cat fight? Alyssa Negron, who punched me in my fucking head 4 times, who was paid to do so because of Madame Laval. And her trying to claim that divinity. So now she's in Target, right around the corner from the shelter, which this Target is not owned by the people it's supposed to be owned now. And this whole Spanish Inquisition takeover bullshit, where they take you, kill you, put you in a Spanish person or another race, and you forget your whole identity. But prior to that, they got dogs constantly coming up your leg energetically, pulling on your resources, pulling on your wound, even pulling your wound out of your body. My wound is hanging sometimes like a dick. So I have to use a pessary for what these people did to me and the rapes they did to me. Somebody raping me with like a horse-sized dick, and my frame is too little to take it. And it knocked it out of circuit. Not because I was a hoe fucking 1,000 men or a prostitute. I never prostituted. And I never could smoke crack. My mother, Dorothy Samuel, smoked crack for 20 plus years. And I never judged her. And now I'm finding out they telling me she hate my guts. Then I got somebody calling me, hey, your name is Dot. Your name not Paula. So yeah, these family members of mine and these Gillespies that supposedly hate my fucking guts. I've not been to none of the addresses that I used to live in a long time. But they keep draping me and going in copies of me and taking me back to these apartments. I dreamt that my sister's house have nothing but dead people in this house. And I do not want to be set up for these murders because I got clothes missing. That's why I keep saying it on tape. Where's the clothes that's missing before they take my stuff to a location and say that I killed somebody? Because I don't want to be in a relationship with my family members or Sam or these other people that raped me. These famous people that took me in dreams like the Hunger Games and ran me through the street with dogs. And the dogs look like people. And they run and chase you. Why you bring a cat to a dog fight, John? John, why did you bring a cat to a dog fight, John? John, why, Robert, did you bring a cat to a dog fight? Why did you bring this cat to the coven? Why did you bring this cat to the lodge? She doesn't belong here. This is our base, John. How could you do this? David, are you going to join the coven or not? David, if you join our coven, you can only sleep with us, David. There's 3 of us, David. We need a square. and a triangle. Now, are you going to be that or not? Are you going to square her or not, John? They keep taking me in dream states and killing me with animals. The Hansel and Gretel situation, 2 kids with a scraggly old looking man, is upstate New York in my backyard. With a voodoo priest the voodoo priestess called Nia Yah from the Ra Seki temple, who married deities and entities and orishas to people like Oshan and Shango. Shango, it would not marry spiritually no individual. This is an entity, this is a demonic being for a reason. He do dark shit. He go in the underrealm. Like when this reader, I had a reading done, and my first reading, because I keep being spiritually attacked, I went to the churches. It started happening worse. The church kicked me out. I went and told them my child got abused, and one child talking stuff I don't understand, and both of the churches kicked me out. The other church, Elaine Williams, I'm on in a dream, and I'm flying on her roof. Pulaski. I'm flying on her roof. On Pulaski. I'm flying on her roof. On the place in New Jersey, Jackie and T-Bone took me into a dream state, said they had a car accident, and he needs to be back alive, make him back alive, and all this stuff. And come to find out, it's the dog dead realm. These dogs that these people made contracts with die every 15 years. And they don't want to be left out in the cold. So they're killing us humans and aliens and making us marry them in the dogs. So now I'm Spanish to a dog and cat. So now I'm Haitian. So now I'm black. And my original eyes are blue. Alpha Centauri eyes. And now I have warlock men in my body called Andrew, having babies and playing I'm your psychiatrist, I'm your lawyer, I'm your nurse, gathering all his many copies around me. Aquarians are multi-dimensional beings, meaning they have copies of them here for eons ago. So some of these murders that they're planning on my life was set years and eons ago. They just reactivate in the timelines of when they killed me from prior. And I'm get to see all of the people involved. Diane Jefferson, Tina Jefferson, Yolanda Jefferson, Crystal Samuel, Peter Samuel. Peter Samuel's been raping us and raping the kids on the 8th dimension in Scorpio land for years. And I didn't know. And my kids told me. He offered her prostitution. And he did it to me too. But he did it in a dream. He does hers first and then mine second. So we never know. It's the same story. The Kardashians don't belong with my daughter either. Nor my son. I braid his hair. I know. I made the imperfection. One of those braids in the front is the imperfected little scoop triangle. And something said, you trying to be a perfectionist, just leave it. And look how I see him, and I say, that's my braid. Why are you with my kids, miss? But I don't know you, Miss Kardashian. I don't know you. Mr. What's his name? Corey Gamble is my brother, Peter Samuel. And so is the person that's dating, the other one I saw in the shelter, Nene Leakes, and the Greg. My baby father used to be Gregory Jefferson and Kenneth Emanuel, and now I'm in the shelter with Kenneth Emanuel telling me to shut the fuck up and come outside so he could beat my ass. I also have a baby by this individual called Jesse Williams, who also is like a clone, duplicate, an extension, dog realm, because when they get in these dogs, it's 5 dogs to a litter. So if they walking and raping themselves in his dog and coming up to look like a man, shape-shifting to look like a man, there's 5 of them. I met the individual, Simon Bagata, who I have a child by. I met him as Jesse Williams. Jesse Anthony Williams, to be exact. And everybody keeps saying, Anthony's doing something to you. Anthony, there was an Anthony in the shelter that I lived in that also looked like this individual, but he just shapeshifts different. These people took my kids. They went and told my kids they were me, and they're not me, apparently. So, this is the current situation. I'm in a shelter surrounded by a bunch of Masons and Lodge members and Eastern Stars, the same ones that hurt me in these houses, who raped me and took me in these basements and these shelters. And all the cops got to do is look on these tapes. Even if there's time missing from a tape, you can tell. There's experts that can tell a time lapse have happened in the video. And you can see the exact moment when it's split. I'm not sure if they got machines to watch or people to watch, or I'm not sure how that go, but there's missing time in 343 West 44th where the man punched me in my mouth and my tooth fell out and I have 1 tooth left, and he said take her in the fucking basement. I don't know what you care what you do with that tooth. These people have been hurting and raping and cloning me since I was a kid. There's a copy of me at 200 Tillery Street. That happened in the church, in the Sabbath Day church. And I have a picture exactly with the same look of her, and it's me. So how did I get there? In my dream state, these places, I'm screaming in the dream state. I'm being horrifiedly raped. They're letting people come in this shelter astrally and rape and have sex with us. And they're asking them which room you want, like the candy shop that this man sung about, who's also part of this dog coven and lodges, where they're going in these animals and they're having animal children with us and soul caging us in the animal. And the gay man, the down low man, the man that fucked dogs for initiations and fuck people and dogs, now become our boyfriends. And the people that beat us up if we don't fucking listen. And why the fuck am I listening to my baby father, who I'm not married to, who get to cut me up, slice me up, dice me up in this bumberclad, rasclad bullshit? I'm me and the power. I'm me and the power. It's time for me to rule. And them a rule too long. Them bumberclad, rascal, devil them. Me a take over. Me have to take the biggest one down. And eat the biggest fish. She's the biggest fish in the water. Me must have her dead or alive. Me not care. Me like a man see the bitch. Me not care. Bring she dead body upon here. Me a make she disappear. Me a get the work done, man. Me a get the work done. Don't worry. Yeah, they keep doing this shit over and over and over and over again. And like I told them, I'm not just an empath. I'm way more than what y'all have identified me to be. Alien, Starseed. Do you want to be called the alien? I don't give a fuck about being called the alien. At least I'm being called not a bitch. I cleaned the room all night as a kid, taking care of fucking kids that these people don't fucking want to take care of. And you beat me, and I finally, 6 o'clock in the morning, you safe as daylight. The rats have went in. You can get it. You can go to sleep now. And then I get beat by a 2x4 with a father talking to me telepathically, telling me how I'm ain't shit. And why am I dancing with people, and da-da-da-da-da, and da-da-da-da-da. Because I stayed up all night making sure he don't rape us. He go from bed to bed raping everybody in the house. Boys and girls. It doesn't matter. I'm going to take it all. I'm going to rape little children. Oh, that's a Scorpio. Yeah, me, I need that. Me, I need that. Get the little picnic. Get the box car. Get the picnic. Get the shit. Give me my children back. Stop raping my kids. A foster mother have a son. My son sucking on her breast. My Scorpio son that can activate chakras and kundalini. And you got him sucking. I didn't breastfeed that baby since he was 2 months old. How he 4 years old when I get him back. And he's sucking on my breast. He should know nothing about sucking on breasts. That memory shouldn't be there. And even if it is, I didn't do that with him. So why he doing it? Y'all been doing fuck shit to my soul for a long time. Natalie Coleman. I know your names. Molly Bukabeck. You're not gonna hide me. You're not doing that. Molly Dietrich. Mr. Castro. Mr. Mercado. Miss Brito. Molly Bukabeck. Molly Dietrich. Brian. What was it? Zuckerman? It was that Mr. Zuckerman in my school and Miss Gathers, who looked like Oprah Winfrey, who also took the deal. You know, a wrinkle in time. And you had the whole class enter into that zone, all collectively reading and making the Tesseract. Y'all some bullshit. Y'all put all the alien children in 6-1. What was we supposed to do? Fight our way out? The 3 little witches that fight me in every fucking school. Take me in the bathroom and beat me up. And jump me. And I started whipping their ass. Started fighting just like Krishan. Like, yeah, that'd be me. Bust these bitches' asses. Every fucking goddamn one of them that want to keep jumping me. The same girl in the video talking about she dirty is the same fucking girl that raped her. Tina Jefferson. And you want to tell me I met her at 8 and she's sitting here talking about you could cheat on my uncle, Gregory Jefferson, who also is in this lodge and shit. And Eastern Star, the grandmother in the Eastern Star, she wait until I move in her fucking house on 1136 Elder Lane to tell me she part of a coven and how her grandmother don't like me. And how she made a contract with them. Me coming in the airport. Bring her up on the room. Bring her in the room. How she set me up with this motherfucker who supposed to be dead, called Mr. Marley, who came as Peter. And I'm looking like I saw the beef between Peter Tosh. We keep coming upon the same girl, man. You keep being a war about the same motherfucking girl. It's the same fucking girl we keep coming upon. Me and David. You not listen? You want to go through the song of David? You want to go through the songs of David, eh? You like that murder? Slow death. You mark my head. You curse me. You curse me for bumper money. Eh? Wanna eat some ackee and saltfish before you go? Let me have to take you. You wanna eat first? You wanna feast first? What you want? What you want? They took me to Jamaica and hurt me. They had my sister deliver me to addresses where these people are raping me in dream states. Any family member. When Vanessa took the deal, she took me to Olive Garden. Mike took me to the burger joint. Another one, he did his at home. Percy. Donnie Brathwaite, the social worker, took me and the girls to her house to be prostituted. Natalie Coleman told them to say I ran away, but she gave me a pass. The nun told me to take off my clothes in her office. The foster mother of a friend foster mother told me to take off my clothes too. These are the people that raped me, to find out information through the all-seeing eye of our wound. The wound is the all-seeing eye. If you look at the Masonic thing with the G inside, that's two legs open of women who make a god. But you see they took the other woman, the other twin, and made it whatever that fucking measuring shit is that we used to use in school. And they navigating our births, and they putting us in the signs they want, and they going in our chakras, taking out the best colors and copies of us, which we are a rainbow. You're gonna show up Chinese, we should have a Japanese, we should have all these different colors of us, but they are out of us, and these people are living in those realities and timelines, and that's why it's so important for them to kill us and create these fake beefs and problems with each other to disguise what they did to us. These people have been raping me for a long time and selling copies of my soul. And nobody believed there's copies of you. Nobody believed in none of this stuff, especially people who so Christian and dated with that bullshit. Let's kill a person and make them worship a fake Jesus. I tell you about miracles, and miracles are happening, but they still don't want to identify the person being black as doing those miracles, which is me. You can't hide who I am, because even if you put me in jail, I'm still going to have power. This consciousness is still going to remember you, and I'm going to know exactly who you are. And you're not going to get to hide your hand, Sam. You're not going to get to hide your hand, Josh. You're not going to get to hide your hand, Eric Adam, who saw me in the street and couldn't even offer me a thing of water. But you keep putting your videos on my timeline. None of your videos should be coming to my phone unless you're working with an Aquarian or an alien. Or an alien eyes that you in that you ain't supposed to be in. You know, like my blue Alpha Centauri eyes. I know I'm an alien. I know I called Alpha Centauri my home. But it's not my home. So y'all don't know what identity I was. I was there for protection. And y'all had no right to kill me. You had no right. You had no right. Nor did you have a right to kill my twin and make her work against me in the darkness. Talking about you activated my fucking shadow. You didn't activate my shadow. You snatched me out my body like y'all known for. Aquarian. Snatching bodies. You don't want to listen? You ain't gonna talk to me? You not gonna be my girlfriend? You leaving me? Yes, I'm leaving, Sag. Yes, I am. You're a gigolo. And my, he's a gigolo too. The white and the black of him. They keep killing us, making us white and black. And they're using these dogs because the dogs are supernatural, but the dogs are also like a childlike mind that's being trained. So they putting us in the dogs and telling us to sit the fuck down like they did Beyonce. Like they did Mariah Carey. They taking us to terror, and most people don't even know terror exists. And terror is a place like where we all are in our higher self, and these people can't touch us. And we are the gods back again. And they killed Mariah Carey there, and they wasn't supposed to have access to it. And even if they didn't kill all of her, they killed one of her with the less feast and the big, the things that they keep coming out, these potholes that these fake warlocks and Coven and Lodge and Masons are creating that ain't even really fucking construction workers. And half of them really never earned the 33rd, to be honest. You'll find out, hey, what is the 33rd degree class? Do you get a degree? Oh, is it when you find out your mama is God? Were you jealous when you found out the 33rd degree was not a thing, but it was to tell you you did all of this against your mother? Oh my God, I got tricked! Got tricked out of my destiny. I'm now roof. I'm not a an alligator and a crocodile. I'm now a bear, and he's in my body. Kevin Godfrey, Kevin Costner. These people made contracts years ago. Years ago. They killed me years ago, y'all. 2001. They killed me in 2001, so when they saw me in 2004, they didn't expect to see me. Nor